what is the average response time in a California CPS case in California? Now, what I mean by response time, I'm referring to when CPS receives a referral as relates to child abuse and neglect. There is essentially that hotline makes the determination essentially if it's going to be somewhat of an emergency or if it's a non-emergency concern. If it's an emergency, then the CPS investigator or CPS worker, emergency worker must immediately go out there as soon as possible in 24 hours, because if it's immediate danger as relates to severe physical abuse or severe sexual abuse, then they have to investigate and see if there's a way to protect the child. Now, just because it's an emergency does not mean that they have to remove. They still have to make reasonable efforts. CPS has to make reasonable efforts to prevent removal and come up with some alternative methods or means to protect the child, but most importantly, to keep the child with both parents or one of the parents. If that means removing the aggressor and that eliminates the problem, then that is a reasonable effort to prevent removal. Oftentimes, CPS workers, when they go out there in an emergency situation, they don't even take the time to provide reasonable efforts to prevent removal. Instead, they get the basic information of severe physical abuse, severe sexual abuse, and etc., and then make a determination to remove at that moment. They don't talk about the parents who do parenting class. They don't talk about the parents and having a safety plan. They just make the decision to remove and get attention warrant and believe that there is a safety harm, even though the safety harm can be eliminated if one party or a family member coming into the home can eliminate the problem. Another time period for CPS to respond would be for general neglect or something that's a non-emergency. Non-emergency, typically they have up to 10 days to respond. If you or anyone you know is facing a California CPS case, whether it's an emergency or a severe situation, or it's not a severe situation, contact us at Shotwood Law Firm so we can come up with a game plan and utilize to make sure that the social worker actually implemented a safety plan to try to prevent removal instead of just making decisions to removal without giving you the chance. At Shotwood Law Firm, we're here to help protect your rights.